Hi, my friends. My name is Miss Kitty Cat, and I'm here today to teach you all how to make a beautiful crown out of very simple materials like paper, a glue stick, Elmer's glue, and your decorations. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be using our colored paper. And you should all have a variety of colors, and you are the artist, so you get to choose which colors you want to use. We're just going to start with one square. And the first thing we're going to do is take two corners of the square and fold them so that they reach each other like a big hug, right down the middle. We're gonna fold it in half, just like that. So we went from a square, we folded in like a hug, and folded it in half. And now we have a triangle. That's right. All right, very good. So that is our first step. You did it. The next step is we're going to open it back up, so you have your line in the middle, and we're going to take one of the arms and we're going to fold it in like this so that it meets the line in the middle. So just like that. So you take the arm in and you fold it down the middle. Very good. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh no, my crown fell off. See if it'll stay this time. Okay. So do the same thing on the other side. Just gonna fold it in to the center line, and I pull my fingers down the edge. Just like that. So this is the shape you have now. Very good. Let's go ahead and stop there. And we're going to do those first two steps on all of our pieces of paper. Let's try 8 pieces of paper. 8 pieces of paper should be more than enough. So go ahead. You already have one done. Let's go ahead and do 7 more. So let's count. First, we fold it down the middle. Good job. Open it up. Fold one side into the middle line that you made. And then the other side. Just like that. I'm going to do that until you have 8 pieces. So that was 2. It's easier for me to do it on the table on a flat surface rather than holding it up in the air, because then I can press against the table when I'm making my folds. So remember, fold it in half. So you take the 2 sides, put them together, fold it in half so it makes a triangle. Open it back up, take one side in to the middle line and fold, and then the other side in to the middle line and fold. If you have an adult there with you, they can help you. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of help, especially when you have to do 8. It's a lot. You can do it though. You've done hard things before. All right, so fold in half. Open up, then fold down to the middle on one side. And the other side. Very good. All right, so keep going till you have 8 pieces. the middle. And the other side. Very good. So once you have 8 pieces, they should all look like this. And we're gonna move on to the next step, more folding. So you have it like this, and there's the little bottom piece. I want you to fold that piece up so that it meets right here. So can you see that? I'll show you again. We're gonna do that on all of them. So you're gonna take the bottom piece and fold it up just so that the very tip of it meets the tip of the other 2 pieces of paper you already folded. So fold it up till all the corners meet. Very good. And you're going to do that to every single one of your 8 pieces of paper. Okay. May need a couple more minutes to do that, and that is okay. Remember, you can always pause this video if you need some extra time. We're almost done with the folding. There's going to be one more fold, and you can do it. And then you're done with the folds. So, there. Kind of looks like a little boat to me right now. All right, so here's our next step. Are you ready? So all of your 8 pieces should look like this. So this is the last fold that you have to do. And all you're gonna do is I kind of put my finger right here and pull up the bottom until it makes a perfect triangle. You see that? So we're just taking this piece and folding it up so it makes a triangle. All right, I'll show you again. So we're going to do that to all of our pieces. Put my finger here, and I'm folding up just like that so it makes a triangle. And you see some of my triangles aren't perfect? That's okay. That is okay. Sometimes the little things that make things a little bit different makes it special, makes it beautiful. That's what makes us everything unique, makes us unique when we have something special. Go ahead and do that to all of your pieces of paper. Okay, you have 8. You should have 8 triangles. And remember, if you need more time, that's okay. Just pause the video, finish your 8 pieces, and then start again. All right, so our next step, you have your 8 triangles. We're gonna start putting them together to make the crown. So what you're gonna do, you see how they have the little flap that you made. This is best done laying down on a table, but I'm gonna hold it up just to show you that we're gonna start placing, see how they went right together? Take one triangle, slide it down into the fold of the other one, like that. And so that's how they're gonna fit together. We're gonna do a whole string of them, but we're gonna need our next material. So all we've done so far is use paper and fold. So now we need your glue stick. So if you need to roll it up a little bit, you can. So I'm gonna hold this open and put just a little bit of glue back and forth. My glue stick is purple so I can see it, but it dries clear. So you see that? Put a little glue there inside of that. I'm gonna take the next one, slide it down into there, and then fold that up. Okay. Then I'm just gonna come down. Again, I would do this down on your table like that. That way you aren't having to hold multiple things in your hands, which means more than one thing in your hand. So, but just keep going. You're going to go to the edge, kind of hold it open, put a little glue right here. And then you can choose your next color. You get to design whatever color you want to go next. I'm going to do orange. I have pink, green, orange. You could do whatever you want. You're the artist. You get to decide. There's no wrong way. So we're just going to keep doing that same thing. Open up this little flap. Put a little bit of glue. Whoop. See, that pulled open. That's okay. I can just put it right back down. Get the next triangle. Slide it right in there. And notice after I put it there, I'm squeezing it. I'm pinching it with my fingers. Just put a little pressure on it. That helps it to stay put. We're going to do that until we have all 8 together. I'm going to go ahead and put this down now because it's getting kind of long. And I'm going to finish up. You can do the same. I'm making a pattern. A pattern is when things go in order and repeat. So right now I have blue, orange, green, pink. Blue, orange. Now I'm gonna do, what is it? Green, right. But you get to make your own pattern. Maybe you don't have a pattern. That's okay too. Okay. So it should look like this now from the outside. And this from the inside. And you see how the fold is still open? Well, we want it to lay flat because that's going to be the inside. It's going to go against your head. So we want it to be comfortable when we wear it. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to glue that shut. So I'm going to lay it back down. And I'm going to take my glue. So I'm just going to go put the glue on the inside of that flap. All the way across and fold it down. Very good. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the same. Put my crown back on. Here we go. While you're doing this, you can add some pressure, which means you're going to squeeze on it, on that fold a little bit. Make sure that glue is putting those pieces together. So I'm finished with my glue for right now. So I'm going to put the top back on because I don't want my glue to dry out. I want to be able to use it again for something else. So you should have your, right now it's just a line of triangles. And what we're gonna do now is make it into a crown. So it's gonna be a circle. So you're gonna fold it gently. I actually recommend before you do this step, give it a few minutes. So you can pause the video. Only a few minutes is all it takes because this glue dries pretty quickly. That way, it'll be nice and strong for when you fold it. So mine, I haven't waited, so it might pop out. But if you wait, hopefully it won't. But we're just gonna start gently. See how I'm bending it into a circle, like that. It might be a little wobbly, that's okay. So that last piece where those last two went together, gonna use our glue again. And we're just gonna put a little dab of glue right there and pinch it closed with our fingers. And the next step that we get to do is the best step. After we make our crown, we get to decorate it. That's the most fun step because that's when you get to be really creative and do it however you want to do it. So, in your packet, you should have all sorts of really fun things to decorate your crown with. In your packet, you have all of these cool things. And you can use all of the things that you got or just some of them. You get to decide because you're the artist. You also have these neat little things. So these are called sequins, and these sequins that I have in my hands, they're shaped like leaves. You also have some that are shaped like flowers and just other shapes like a circle or an oval. I think we even have stars. So you have sequins, you have paper leaves, and then the best thing of all, you have gemstones. I love gemstones. And if you look at the back of your gemstones, you'll see a little white dot. See that little white dot? That's actually a sticker. So if you use your little fingernail, you can pull off the back piece of your sticker, and now it's sticky. So you can put that right on your crown. Don't even have to use glue. And now is the best part. This is the part where you get to decorate your crown and make it however you want. Add all the beautiful things to make it perfect just like you like it. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down so that I can work on my other crown because this is one I made before. So this is this one. And it doesn't have many decorations on it yet. Sometimes I like to, as I'm working, kind of put it on, see how I like things, and see if I'm moving in the right direction. So I've gathered a couple other things. In your packet, you have what we described. You have your little pieces of greenery, your sequins, your gemstones. I also decided to bring some crayons because I like to draw on my art too. You might have markers or colored pencils. Just make sure whatever you're using that it's okay with an adult. We want to make sure it's something we're allowed to use before we use it. All right, so what we're gonna do now is start adding our decorations. So I like to, when I'm putting things on, kind of hold them up first and move them around and see kind of where I want it to be. So I like that. I kind of like them when they come off and they almost look like feathers to me. But these, of course, are enchanted forest greenery. So usually we can use our glue stick for this. For most of what we're working with today, we can use a glue stick. So you have a couple options, choices. So sometimes it's easiest to put the glue on, directly onto your piece of decoration, just like that. You might also find it easier to put the glue on the crown. Either way is right, whatever works for you. So I'm just going to put it like that. And the neat thing is, before it dries and you've put it down, you can move it a little bit. Usually you can get away with kind of sliding it if you don't like exactly where it is you want it. So I want mine to kind of spring out and kind of go up. So I'm just going to slide it a little bit. While the glue is still drying, I can do that. So you might want to do all your decorations kind of towards the front of your crown, or you might want to put decorations all the way around. You get to decide because you're the artist. So I'm going to put, let's do this one next. I like lots of greenery because enchanted forest makes me think of green things. So I like the way this one looks on the orange piece. So I'm going to put that one over here on the orange piece. So this one has a lot of little tiny leaves, so I think for me this is going to be best if I put the glue onto the crown. So I'm just going to kind of put it where I think it's going to go. Don't worry if you notice how some of the glue is outside of, it's not covered by the piece of green. That's okay, because remember, our glue, it's going to dry clear. You're not even going to see that. So it's okay if you're a little bit outside the lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will be perfect because it's yours. There's no wrong way. That's the cool thing about art. All right, so I've got that. I think the next piece I'm going to use is this piece. And to me, it looks like little stars. And this time I'm going to do the light green. I think I'm going to put that right here on the blue piece, because to me the blue looks like sky and the stars go in the sky. But it doesn't have to be on blue. You can do it however you want it. So this time I'm kind of doing it behind each of the stars. You may find one way works a little better for you. Just experiment, try things out, see what you like. All right, what's next? Okay, I've got this little piece I like. Let's see, do I want it dark green? See how I move it around and kind of decide what I want, where I want it. Maybe I'll put it over here. Remember the sequin I put there? Maybe it looked neat next to the sequin. That's neat. Yeah, let's do that. That's where I'm gonna put it. Okay. Just add it right like there. Okay, so now I have, oh, it came off. That's okay. I'm just gonna press it back down. I might not have pressed enough, and that's okay. Just press it down. Okay, so now I'm gonna start adding some sequins. So remember, sequins are these little pieces, and they're kind of hard. Now sometimes if it's nice and flat, like the flowers are nice and flat, you can use your glue stick. But sometimes, I'm gonna put that right there. Sometimes some of them aren't so flat, like the leaves are a little bit, they have some little curve to them. So for the leaf, I think it's better that I use a little white glue. Now a little bit of white glue goes a long way. You really just need, it's kind of fun. You get to try to make the smallest little dot that you can. Just squeeze it so gently. Get the smallest little dot that you can, because a little bit goes a really long way. And the more we put, the longer it takes to dry. And Miss Kitty Cat is a little bit on patience. I like things to be done so I can wear them. So I'm gonna just use a little bit of glue. And let's see, I'm gonna put this right there. Just keep adding. And remember, you have your gemstones with the stickers. So just gently pull that little piece off. This is a blue one. Where should the blue go? Kind of deciding and move it around, kind of hold it above and see where I like it. Maybe I'll put it on a leaf this time. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, very good. All right, I'm gonna try it on, see how I like it. It's coming along, I like it, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Now you can use all of the decorations that came in your kit, or you might just use some of them. That's up to you. Just do a little bit of white glue. Just a little bit goes a long way. I put that little flower right there. I have a blue flower. Next. Oh, very cool. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm kind of happy with the decorations I have on there that I've glued on, but I want to draw something on there. So I have my crayons. I like to open them up and kind of pour them out so I can see what I'm working with. Some people like to keep them in the box. That's up to you. So, what color should I use? I'm thinking, because it is an enchanted forest crown, I might want some even darker green. See what that looks like. See if it stands out. So I have this dark green, and I'm just going to make some little lines like leaf lines. It's kind of like grass, a little curved line. So I did another one next to it. See that? I like dots. I'm going to put some dots with it. Polka dots. Some more polka dots. So I did 3 lines and 3 dots. Maybe you'd like to do a heart. You can do a heart. So I moved over to the orange. I'm going to draw a heart. And the green looks a little, it gets a little washed out, I think, on the orange. I think it might look nice to have some blue on the orange. So I'm going to try a blue crayon and see what that looks like. So I'm just going to go right over where I drew that heart. So it's nice to mix colors sometimes. So I'm just drawing right on that. Just coloring it in with blue. And that stands out nicely. I like that. Did just some lines going around it. That's okay, however you want to do it. Now I feel like I could add some blue to this as well. Alright, I'm gonna move around here, see what else I want. Ooh, I feel like I have something that needs to go here, maybe a star. Okay, what else? This little piece is kind of coming off, so that's okay. You might notice something isn't exactly like you wanted it. You can go back and change it. That's okay. So I want to glue that down because for me, I'm worried that it might get torn off. And if it does, that's okay. But I'm going to glue it down. Just going to add a little glue there. Glue that piece down. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to keep adding some designs. I might do squigglies. Oh, it just doesn't want to stay, does it? Ah, little rascal. All right, I'm just going to add some more squigglies, some more hearts, stars, whatever you want to do. You get to keep decorating it however you want. Make it your enchanted forest crown. And then, once it's nice and dry and you have it just like you like it, you get to wear it and suddenly you're transformed into an enchanted forest king or queen or prince or princess or fairy, whatever you want. You get to play and enjoy it and just pretend and have fun and just really enjoy the beautiful art you made. Show everybody all this hard work that you did. All right, thank you everybody for having me and for making this beautiful enchanted forest crown. Enjoy wearing it and keep making art.